Go, go Power Rangers. That phrase, this team, it's all iconic if you're a 90s kid like me. If you grew up watching these guys every Saturday morning kick some bad guy butt, then you'll be like, wow, there's no way anyone can mess these suits up because they're just so ingrained in our memories and our collective mind. Like, especially if you own the license and have all that footage and all those old pictures and all that stuff you could go back and look at. But today, here we are talking about Hasbro's Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original 6, plus the Green Ranger. We will talk about him as well. And the issues that they had with getting these guys correct. I know they're remastering the line because it's the 30th anniversary. They have footage from 30 years ago that they could just look at on a VHS tape and be like, wow, we could get these suits perfect. We could digitally scan this, get it all rendered out and all that. But you know, when they were making these figures, they kind of rushed them out because the helmets are all differently proportioned. There's paint missing, there's wrong color, there's wrong details. So yeah, I painted them and fixed them up to the best of my ability. I know the remastered ones are coming. I really don't want to double dip, especially considering they're like $32.99. But there are some improvements there with the pinless and all that stuff, the better proportioned helmets. But for right now, this right here is my set of 6 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So we're going to talk about what I had to do to make them acceptable to me and things that should have never gotten through their quality control in the first place. They did fix Red Ranger's helmet finally, but you have to buy a 2-pack to get that corrected helmet. So, you know, I had to fix it with paint and all that, but it's still not right. So yeah. Hey y'all, Rowdy Riles back with another video. You guys really responded to my Dino Thunder overview, so today I'm doing an overview on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Things that Lightning Collection missed, details, paint apps that I fixed myself, things they should do, just small little details that, you know, should have been there in the first place. The helmets is a big issue for a lot of them. The mouth plates are so inconsistent, sorry. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Like, this isn't a negative video. I love Lightning Collection. I love Power Rangers. There's just certain things that Hasbro needs to do. If they're going to keep upping the prices of things, they need to do these things and make sure that the figures come out as perfect or as near perfect as possible so they don't have to go back and redo it like they're doing with the Mighty Morphin Powers Remastered, because those are like $32.99 a figure. And yes, it comes with a bunch of new stuff and new pinless sculpts and all that stuff, but at the same time, this is the third time they're releasing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. The initial wave, which I'm talking about now, waves, the metallic version, and now they're doing the remastered. We know they have blue and yellow, but they're doing the original 6. They're doing red, blue, green, yellow, black, green, or pink, all the colors. So yeah, I wanted to talk about what I did to make my team look better and what you guys can do if you want to try it at home. So yeah, just like, subscribe, all that good stuff down below, comment down below. You guys responded really well, like I said last time, so let me know that what I'm doing that you guys like by subscribing and liking and commenting. So let's start off by taking a look at the Red Ranger and what I did to fix him. I wish I had some before photos. I'm sure I do somewhere, but his helmet, like, it's still not correct because it's so squashed and tiny. Like, there's really no way a human head would fit in there. But at the same time, I was watching the show, I rewatched it recently, and I was like, just watching the show, I was like, you know, I don't think this part and this part, the middle parts of the visor where the beak or the mouth is and it meets at the top, I don't think those are silver. And I went and I grabbed my figure and I was like, you know what? They're not silver. So Hasbro didn't paint the trim. They painted the teeth. All the teeth were painted, but up until the teeth, it ended, and it was just black from here to the other side where the teeth begin. So I took my little silver paint pen and I did the trim right here and right here. It's a little sloppy, but it's not really noticeable when you're looking at them on the shelf. But it's not something I should have had to do. I don't even know if they fixed the paint on the newer figures because I haven't seen them yet. Obviously, I don't have the new helmet, but it improves it a little bit. Not completely, like I said, squashed helmet, but just from far back, looking at it, it's like, oh yeah, that's the Red Ranger. It doesn't look too bad. So yeah, and then all of them, they fixed the remastered, are missing the black stripes, double stripes on their belts that come out from the morphers. So I didn't want to fix that. And then they all have blasters, not like this. This one came with the Dragon Shield Black Ranger, so I gave him that blaster blade thing, and it's docile mode, I want to call it. But yeah, I did fix his helmet. So, and I brought the edges out on the mouth plate on half of the figures because half of them were like, this isn't still perfect, but these mouth plates are supposed to be painted almost all the way out. So they were like really small, and I was like, I gotta fix that. So yeah, there's the Red Ranger. And I guess next we will grab blue. Billy. So for Billy, I really didn't have to do too much. I did have to paint the silver on the outside of the mouth plate. As you can see, it is there a little bit further out than it was originally. And I also had to paint the coins on his weapons because these were silver. So I had to paint them gold because they're gold. They're supposed to be gold. For Billy, not for Trini. But yeah, I painted all 4 of those on the staff form. And then of course I had to come down and paint them on the regular, oh, well, let me see if you can see it. Yeah, on that one as well. You can see I have doubles of most of the Rangers because I've got almost the whole weapon built, minus the Red Ranger. But yeah, I do have that painted as well. That was really the only fix I needed to do on Billy. Like I said, I'm not going to paint the trim on those belts. I can't do lines that straight. I don't want to mess them up. Plus it's white plastic, so it'll just eat that black paint up regardless. But I fixed the mouth plate and I fixed the coins on his weapons. So yeah, Billy looks a little bit better. His helmet's not too bad, it's not too squashed, but the proportions are going to be fixed on all those remastered figures, so I'm looking forward to that. Just not looking forward to the price. We'll do both pink and yellow at the same time because I really didn't have to do much with them other than like swap bodies and heads, because I do have dupes of pink and yellow as well. So as you can see, the yellow on this one, the visor is not fully painted out on the mouth plate. That one she is. And the pink, both of them are painted out the right way, but this other helmet has paint issues on the pink. They both have paint issues on the pink actually. I had to bring that out a little bit. And then on this one, you can see it's missing paint. I just try to go with the better paint apps, but even then I might just swap these helmets because I fixed that one. And then there's pink sliding through on the faceplate on there. So a lot of bad quality control on the Lightning collection, but at least I didn't really have to paint these ones. I just swapped parts to get my ideal pink and yellow. See, even filming this video, I went and fixed the mouthpiece on that pink. So now it's fully silver again. There's some pink leaking through. So, oh, and another thing I want to mention about these two is you can't really see it very much on camera, but in person, the pink on the torso is so much darker than the arms, and those yellows match better than the older ones do. But I saw like D Amazing and a couple other people do the remastered yellow, and the colors still don't match on the remastered one. So it's like, why are you bother doing the update? The colors still don't match. Like at that point, you might as well just swap the arms and the legs from the new body and the belt, and like, you know, like I said, Hasbro's never going to get it right, even with everything that they have in front of them to make it as perfect as possible. With the Black Ranger, I don't think I really had to do much other than maybe swap the helmet from this one because that mouth plate isn't painted, and I'm assuming, hey, even maybe this one is the original one that came with this one because this figure was released before the regular Black Ranger. But you can see his mouth guard is painted out more. I think I did that. So neither of them were painted. So I did have to paint his mouth plate as well, unfortunately, but that's a minor thing I had to do, and it was the only thing I had to do for him, so that's cool. Zach looks good. No, you're not seeing double. There are 2 Green Rangers in front of you, and surprisingly, the first release was this one. We've talked about him before, the Dino Thunder Fighting Spirit Green Ranger, who is inaccurate to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You can see the belt differences right here in front of you. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Dino Thunder, gold morpher. He's got a regular morpher there. White holster on that side from Dino Thunder, on the wrong side. Black holster on this side for Tommy. And the one thing that's more accurate about this figure is underneath he has this, the Dino Thunder one, and the 2-pack putty release Green Ranger does not have the diamond. So once again, if you wanted an ideal Green Ranger, you would have to, I'm not going to do this, but I've seen people do it, pop and boil and pop torsos of both of these figures just to swap them so that you could get the diamond pattern on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger, because when he gives other Rangers a dragon shield, like the Red and Black Ranger, he has the diamond pattern on his chest. So hopefully the remastered Green Ranger comes with the diamond pattern, and that would be really nice to see. So can't go for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers without Tommy. Fortunately for Tommy, the White Ranger is pretty darn accurate. The only thing I've had to do with him is touch up some gold areas with my gold paint pen right here. Like down here there was a chip. This wasn't fully painted, his band on the arm. Funny thing about the White Ranger, it's not from the same Sentai as the other Power Rangers. I forget the names of the two, but it's from a Sentai that happened after that, and they just lifted the White Ranger and his Zords because they were like, toy sales, we can't change the whole team, we'll just change the leader. And so we got White Ranger Tommy, who's a cool Ranger, and I think it should get more credit because the White Ranger is a really sick design. White Ranger, Tiger Power, and he's also the most accurate out of all the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figures as well. So that's a double bonus. Definitely my favorite of Tommy's Ranger forms. A lot of people say Green Ranger. Green Ranger's like probably tied with Dino Thunder Black, just because I really love Dino Thunder. But White Ranger is such a sick design. And it kind of really fits in with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers too. It's got the mouth plate without the mouth on it, obviously, but you've still got a shield. The belt design is different, and you've still got the gold band, so it really kind of works. They fudged it, and it fudged a brownie. And while the gang's all here, we might as well talk about Alpha and Zordon. Zordon is basically in a power tube from Zeo. He lights up though, so that's cool. We'll forgive him. Zeo is still a cool show. And Alpha is lacking some paint, obviously, on his chest there, and some outlining and details and all that, which I'm probably not going to get into, but I have seen other people do it. So yeah, just a little bonus there. Have the whole family / team together, and you can see Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is really like expansive as far as the Lightning Collection goes. They got a lot of stuff, not including all the monsters and Rita and Zed and the putties. Definitely gets a lot of love, but like you would think it would be accurate and fully like representational love of the characters as they showed up on our screens in our childhood and today, because a lot of us still watch Power Rangers and rewatch it all the time. But yeah.
Rangers, I need your help. I need you to fix your costumes and look cool like you did in the show and not have people fix you yourselves. Rangers. Ooh.
So there you go, guys. That's my overview of Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and what Hasbro should be doing in the future with the Lightning Collection. Not the remasters, just what they should do for future Rangers is just, you know, sit down, look at the material that they have, because there's a lot of it there, and just go from point A to point B and give us a direct representation of that material. That's all they have to do. It's pretty easy. They do it with Star Wars most of the time. They do it with Marvel Legends some of the time, with the MCU, like concept art and all that aside, you know. But Lightning Collection, there's just a lot of inconsistencies, things that are done on other Rangers that aren't done on others, you know, just things that should make a team cohesive and full and appealing to the eye. And Hasbro's lacking in that department sometimes. So I'm just here to show you guys what you can do yourselves in the meantime while Hasbro gets their crap together. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and smash the like button, hit subscribe down below so you can come back every week for my content. And of course, comment down below. Let me know what you think Hasbro should be doing with the Lightning Collection. If you're excited for the re-releases, if not, if you want the new pinless updates, if you think they should just continue finishing out teams, whatever. Just let me know how your day is going. I love you guys. I will see you next time, and bye-bye. Mwah.